Cowherd Global Satellite Network. Nick Wright, first things first. Okay, Matt Patricia, just visually, it was, you know me in the backwards hat thing. It's my thing, okay?
Fresh meat for you, Colin. Oh, my gosh. It was just manna from heaven. It's like Kobe chiming in on a LeBron versus KD discussion to me. You saw an NFL head coach with a sloppy sweatshirt, a bad beard, and a backwards hat, and you said, well, 2 hours on Tuesday, taken care of. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
But I mean, what's your takeaway? I mean, to me, it looks like he's a one-and-doner. Like, it's not working. I got 6 reports. The players don't like him.
Okay, so if we're going to talk about the appearance just momentarily, I think you're almost right on the backwards hat. I think it's what's tucked into the hat. We've talked about this before. Mike Lombardi pointed it out years ago, and ever since then, I haven't gotten over it. I don't trust a man that carries a pencil while carrying a laminated sheet of paper. What's the pencil for, bro? Can't write on anything with that. Someone get this man a felt tip marker. Why does he carry the pencil? Because Belichick carries a pencil. Now, Belichick has one of those little reporter-style notebooks he jots down notes in, but I actually think that's telling. It can be very dangerous to try to be someone who you have not earned the right to try to be. And that is what it seems like is happening to Patricia. It's what I think has happened with Bill O'Brien. It's what we can go down the list. A lot of these Belichick disciples that think they carry with them the respect that multiple championships generates, and they simply do not. And we do a weird thing in the national media where we criticize coaches and coordinators all the time, but when a team loses a coordinator because he got a head coaching job, we always act as if that's a loss for that team. What if the Patriots got better at defensive coordinator by losing Matt Patricia? Well, I mean, what does it tell you that Matt Patricia wanted to leave and they said, okay, we'll see you later, bro. Josh McDaniels wanted to leave. Bill Belichick said, I will open up my treasure trove of secrets to you. Please stay, $4 million a year, coach in waiting. I think it tells you that they thought they had one great coach and one coach who has been living under the Belichick glow. So for all those reasons, and of course the King Griffey Jr. style hat, which you've never liked, I think your skepticism's well-founded with Matt Patricia.
We all get triggered by stuff. All right, I've been wanting to
ask. Big time triggered, Cowherd.
I want to ask you about this, and I've been thinking about it since Monday Night Football. You live in New York City. It's a split city. Jets. Queens loves the Jets. Some of Manhattan likes the Giants. The boroughs are all split on this stuff. What did you make of Sam Darnold? What's your takeaway on that, especially when you juxtapose it to Eli Manning, who looked bad?
All right, well, so I want to give Darnold his due, and I thought of you because you've been on this since he was the backup at USC, since I was living in L.A., so I know you were happy with what you saw. And you say it's a split city, but it's a split city the way Los Angeles is a split city between the Lakers and the Clippers. Like, yeah, there's 2 teams, but the Lakers matter in L.A., and the Giants matter in New York far more than the Jets. And so I felt badly, but I'm watching the Jets and their franchise quarterback, and I'm thinking of the Giants. Because the Jets traded up to 3 on spec. They didn't do it during the draft. They did it well before the draft. They give up 3 second-round picks to go from 6 to 3, hoping their guy would be there. And the Giants could have ruined it for him. The Giants decided, of course, to take Saquon Barkley at 2 instead. And even if Saquon is amazing, that's a decision they're going to regret for a decade plus.
Yeah.
Here's the situation the Giants find themselves in. And no one wants to be in this situation. Look at the 16 quarterbacks in the NFC. The Giants currently have a bottom 5 quarterback situation for 2018, while simultaneously having a bottom 3, again in their conference, quarterback situation for the future. If you're bottom 3rd of your conference right now and you're bottom 5th of your conference moving forward, the hell you doing? Unless the Giants can compete for a championship in the next couple of years, they're going to look back to the 2018 draft with enormous regret. They're sitting there at 2 in a quarterback-rich draft, and they have too much talent to be drafting in the top 5 anytime soon again, and they're going to say that was our chance to have a poor man's version of the Favre to Rodgers, Manning to Luck handoff of the worst Manning brother to Sam Darnold, and they missed it. They whiffed on it, and no matter how good Saquon is, I don't think that's enough to make up for it.
Dak Prescott, $700,000 a year contract. He's massively outperforming it, but Jerry's rich, and that's not his issue. His issue is, has he hit his ceiling? What do you make of Dak's opening week performance? Where are they at with Dak?
Listen, I think Dak's opening week performance, when you couple it with the final half of last season, it's enormously concerning. We're now at 7 of his last 9 games. He hasn't thrown for 200 yards. Now, while that's acceptable if you're the quarterback at LSU, that is not acceptable if you're the quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. And if we are coming to the realization that Dak Prescott needs 3 all-pro offensive linemen, all healthy, fully functional, and an all-pro running back, and a veteran tight end to calm things down, if he needs all those things to function at a high level, then he's not a high-level quarterback. And you mentioned that he made $700,000. I know Dak doesn't have the benefit that all the other young quarterbacks do, which is their teams have gone out and given them toys and toys and toys, whether it's what they've done in Philadelphia with Wentz, whether it's adding Brandon Cooks in Los Angeles, whether it's the weapons Deshaun Watson or Pat Mahomes or even Mitch Trubisky have. I know Dak doesn't have that benefit, but he has looked for over half a season now, if we're going back to last year, like a player who was a mid-round draft pick.
Yeah.
Like a player who was supposed to be a project, definitely good enough to be a backup, maybe a starter in a pinch. And this offseason, the one coming up, is when he would get a contract extension. The way he's played since the 2016 season ended, there's no way in hell I'm giving this guy $20+ million a year unless I see something drastically different.
By the way, I've only got about a minute left. Des Bryant. Patriots not interested. They went out and got somebody. Redskins down 3 receivers. They'll pass. Is he going to sign with anybody?
Well, if I thought maybe teams were just waiting for the end of week 1 so his contract wouldn't be fully guaranteed as a veteran, but no one has called him, and now I think it's a real concern. I also think the burner account thing is a concern, and here's why, and I'll be quick on this. He's making a burner account. Why is he making a burner account supposedly? So he can make fake accounts that make it look like the Twitter world supports him to other people in the Twitter world. Des, some free advice, my man. There's only 32 people you need to worry about impressing. None of them are on Twitter. They're the 32 GMs. And those people, they don't care about burner accounts, but they do care about what the verified @Des Bryant is tweeting. And none of those things have made me more likely to give him a job if I'm in their seats. He's not a great football player anymore. He once was, he's not anymore. But he's a good enough football player to be a starting wide receiver in this league.
Yep.
And the only reason he's not is questions about his makeup. Twitter isn't helping him. Add him to the list, Colin. Kevin Durant, the President of the United States, Des Bryant. People who'd be better if they just deleted the Twitter app from their phone.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.